Hey there chat, how you doing? It's me. OBS updated. I do not like the new icons. They are too simple, they are too helpful. Anyways, I'm back. It's been a week. Um, I want to go back to Tyranny because it's been months actually since I've played it. And I remember last time I actually played this game was when I first got the requirements to apply for affiliate. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been over 2 months already. In any case, yeah, we're gonna be going through with that. And as we do, I'm gonna be talking about my scheduling right now because some people may have noticed I'm not streaming as often as usual. And yeah, I'll talk about that in game. Let me just do the thing. There we go, and then the thing here, thing here, thing here. I already have the game open. Game, appear please. Show up. Please. Alright, wait, the OVS update might have broken something. Wouldn't be the first time. Give me a second. What if I do that? There you go. Alright, that's gonna have to do it for now. Anyways, last we did, we like killed God. We killed a boss. Yeah, we killed a boss. It was a very tough boss, but we did it. I'm happy. And now we're back here because we had to kill that boss to get an artifact to go through the Edict of Storms, and we needed to go through the Edict of Storms to get the daughter of Graven Ash and kill the guy that's still holding the Edict of Storms. And that. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Right. Yes, so we got the artifact. Oh, we got a message from the sage. Oh, apparently I didn't give the stones to Hieronymus. I forgot about that. Well, I'm gonna have to get back to it. Barely halfway on the spires and the tiers, so there's a lot of game to still do. Oh, it's Tunon. This is a Tunon thing. Tunon sent me a message. What a lad. My dear Fatebinder, it's a poorly kept secret that Bladen Mark's job is more about killing threats before they become a problem. Official executions are really the minority of his duties. As I understand it, Kairos has long used Bladen Mark as a preventative measure. Since he can move about the world rather freely and he can evade all but the most absurd powers, he's the perfect predator to send against wild talents. I'm sure few in the tiers have ever actively wondered why there have been seemingly so few Archons born this far west. I'm sure folks with the potential to be Archons have occurred in the tiers time and time again, but they're usually cut down by Mark before the world hears of them. It's likely safe to assume Bladen Mark has his eye on you and has orders to use his own judgment as to when to strike. I've known the old man for ages, and I'd strongly encourage you not to try to appeal to him with overt displays of loyalty. He has no stomach for sycophants. I sincerely believe he thinks every human being is a selfish, twisted knave, and there are those who are lying about it, and those that accept what they are. No third type exists. So yes, All right, right. This is my this. Yeah. I do think Bladenmark will one day have to come for you. As I said, you could always hide or in your life now, but where you're headed, conflict is likely inevitable. And that seems to be the end of my Right, this is the one that wants me to preserve the texts. Right. And then I said just like give yourself in. So, once again, sorry about that. That took a while reading that. Alright, I need to check that. I need to speak with Ash right now. I need to check the stones. Okay. I at least remember how to move in this game. Look at them go. I still remember their names. That's Fatebinder, can I have a word? Wait. Kind of you to stop and chat. I'm in a sticky situation and no one in my gang is alive or around to help me out. Oh, there's a Crimson gal. Stop wasting the Fatebinder's time. He has better things to do than listen to some criminal's mewling. I'll be the judge of that. Tell me your problem, soldier. Thanks for hearing me out. The disfavored aren't keen on conversation. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. It's impossible to get a word in edgewise. She glares at her captor. Soldiers caught me outside a breach in the old walls, that's it. I wasn't inside, I hadn't stuck my toe through the threshold, and I wasn't dancing with any bane. I have a healthy relationship with self-preservation. Then why were you arrested? You're only hearing one side of the story, Fateminder. Our scouts observed this wretch ready to enter the old walls. Her account is flawed, her guilt witnessed by multiple trustworthy northerners. The soldier makes a point of standing extra straight when he addresses you. I'm sorry, is readying to enter the best you have? Because I could just as easily argue that you're readying to get a knife between your shoulder blades. But it doesn't count for shit until I see blood and bronze. I didn't go into the old walls. Case closed. Alright, I need your mutual cooperation. If you ask me, this prisoner has already been tried and sentenced, but if this little game will silence a caterwauling, then be my guest. I'll stand by your decision. You couldn't land me anywhere worse than this. What were you doing outside the old walls? My gang went inside as I tried to tell the disfavored clods 100 times over. I shouted myself raw trying to get them back out, but the gang was having none of it. Our leader discovered the breach and got himself excited over the chance of finding treasure. Try as I might, I couldn't talk him out of it. Soldier, can you speak to this defense? I wasn't there, of course, but I'm familiar with the arrest record. There was no gang, just a lone opportunist out to make her fortune breaking Kaiser's laws. The scouts could tell just by looking at her that she was headed for the breach. She's a fighty one, put up quite a fight when they took her in custody. I have no reason to doubt the charges. So you had no interest in entering the old walls? Never. I grew up in the tiers. Even we knew better than to go inside the old walls. If not because of Kaiser's law, because the things looking inside would like to eat us. Whatever you can find in the shadow of those ruins is not worth the risk. What is your gang doing in the old walls? Causing trouble, looting, no more or less than what gangs do. Our boss was obsessed with holding his position, which is healthy when you're in the Scarlet Chorus. When he came to the conclusion that the old wolves might have some powerful artifacts, he resolved himself to find one at all costs. Funny to see a guy so wrapped up in survival trying to get himself killed. Typical behavior from someone who isn't confident in their leadership. Makes for a nice self-fulfilling prophecy when their own gang takes them down. See, she understands. Any idea where your gang is now? I never saw them make it out of the old walls, so either they did or they didn't. My money's on the latter. If they made it out, they aren't wasting their breath trying to find me, so fuck them. I like the attitude. If I had a mind to recruit, she would be my second or third. Did your gang cost the breach in the old walls? Well, are you kidding me? It would either take incredible force or incredible magic to bash through that ancient barrier. We had neither at our disposal. Either one of Kaiser's edicts or some local mage caused the breach. Whatever ruling you make, don't pin that on me. I'm inclined to agree. Don't make the mistake of giving this one too much credit. What's a favorable ruling worth to you? She snorts. I'd love to help you there, but this favor took everything I had. Pity I had a mountain of rings that I would have split. You can thank our mutual friend over there, she nods the stone shield. The young lady was captured with some rusted weapons and a pittance of rings. I would hardly call that a mountain. You have your story, I have mine. Ready to make my judgment. I hope you got everything you needed. At the very least, the evidence is insufficient to prove the charges. You're free to go. Yeah, that's... You should, Fatebinder, very should. I think you'll do just fine. Legal technicalities are my favorite kind. Go rejoin the war effort with a new gang recruit. Start your own if you have a mind to, that's an order. Yes, ma'am. If you're gathering a force, I'd kill my way into your good graces. Pity I have to sell for less. This goes against my orders and my reason, but I cannot argue the ruling of Tunan's agent. I'll let you go. Try and stay out of trouble. I'll stay out of the old wolves, but that's all I can promise. Anyway, yeah, that's, that's Lantry, that's Varric, that's Vers, and that's Reven. How could I forget Varric? Fatebinder. No one in recent history has reached the pinnacle of a spire, and yet you step to the top as if they were intended for your occupation. What do you have to say for yourself? Still figuring it out. Take care with your curiosity, then. If the arcana behind the spires has been lost, there is likely a good reason behind it. I would hate to lose a capable agent to some calamity. Oh, hi, Spec. Good afternoon. We're just reading the stream, so if you're not into that. Though I think you'll have this in the background, considering you're doing probably more Risk of Rain. See, you're in the medieval ages right now. We're in the fucked ages right now. What is it you require? I've returned from the breach. And killed the leader of the Unbroken, I understand. You've accomplished much in the name of the Legion, and devotion is a quality that I praise in my soldiers. The Unbroken will no doubt elect another rotted scarecrow to represent their interests. We had best subdue the rest of this realm before they have time to recover from the loss. He strokes his beard and ponders. You put much at stake in plumbing those ancient ruins. Though these lands are not wholly subjugated under the Empire, we are still beholden to Kairos' laws against entering the old walls. I appreciate that you take such risks on my legion's behalf. We can only hope that this mad scramble for heirlooms furthers the goals of the conquest. I suspect that even mighty Tunan would forgive our transgression if the war depended upon it. I recovered the insignia. The Unbroken were crafty to think that one of the Regent heirlooms would circumvent Kairos' magic, and we will reap the benefits of their foresight. The last of the Regent will die, and the Edict of Storms will be dispelled. The subjugation of Stalwart is nearly complete. Well, I'm ready to see if this trinket gets us through Kairos' Storms. I'm dispatching 2 forces to Sentinel Stand, one led by the Iron Guard Rummelan and one by Commander Dimitris. We are closer to reaching Sentinel Stand than we've ever been. If you have questions, voice them now. Otherwise, I anticipate your victory against the Unbroken and the recovery of my daughter. Can the connection between you and your soldiers be, severed? Asking for a friend. A friend in a very shitty situation. Barrick quickly turns to face you, but says nothing. Yeah, he knows. Only in death. Why do you ask? So you can't rescind it, say, in the case of a traitor? Were a legionnaire to abandon their loyalty to me and survive to my subsequent wrath, then likely all bonds would break between us. The limits of my abilities, however, are not so cleanly defined as an Earthshaker's sigils. I don't know if I should tell him about Barrick's thing. He seems like he cares about his soldiers. I mean, his entire power is caring about his soldiers. So maybe he won't be mad if I tell them? We'll end that your protection keeps Barrick. But every time I try to be nice to Barrick, I just fuck up more stuff for him. I feel bad. I don't know. Please. Fate Bind! Oh, I fucking knew it. The Arcane Grimaces. I never... Beric. The Arcane Grimaces. Beric is a son to me, and he swore me his oath years ago. Our bond is forged in iron and blood. I consider this matter close, Fatebinder. Speak no more of it. I'm so sorry, Beric. I know. There are no good options this game. It's the whole... I know, but it makes me mad. Makes me mad. This may... No. Graven Ash too far. I need to help Beric. I have to help him. Alright, now I can go to Sentinel Stand, but maybe I should do the these two things first. The stones things first, I mean. Then the Hidden Truth. Also, hi, Runekeeper. I forgot to say that. Alright. The map. Where am I going? Actually, can I see my journal real quick? Okay, so Hidden Truth is Ruined State in the Bastard tier. And the Old Will's Breach. Old Will's Breach appears to be closer to... whatever the Bastard tier is. Oh no, this is not it. Alright, I'll check on that later then. Alright, no, there we go. That's... Whoo, that's, whoo. That's far. I know I can... Yeah, I can teleport because of the spires. Let me just do the Old Wolves thing. Oh yeah, my schedule. I haven't been streaming as often because I'm on, I'm on my final week of college is, this week. But I still have December final, so I've been a bit busy with that. Haven't been really feeling like streaming a lot because of it. There you are, Hieronymus. But after that's done, I'll be back to like streaming 2 or 3 times a week. Hopefully. What can I do for you, Fatebinder? The great riddle of the Old Wolves is fascinating to contemplate from afar, of course. You're free to dive in headfirst to your heart's content. I found the stones. Hieronymus' eyes widen in delight as he examines the stones. Fascinating. I had expected to see a few duplicates with existing specimens. He examines each stone, wrapping them in lining swaddling with care. Thank you, my friend. This will prove vital to our understanding of the glyphs used by the builder of the Old Wolves. Yeah, no, it works out for me. I just don't want to stop streaming for too long. Like that one time where I just stopped streaming for a month last year. You've done more than I could have ever expected, and with only my humble offerings as reward. Did you just give me 2,000 rings? What have the stones taught you? Nothing, yet. He clears his throat. In theory, each one can be used to help decipher some encrypted text, but there's no telling which stone can complement which text. It's all very dry and boring, I'm sure. Rest assured, they're very important. Literally Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I'm not a young man if I keep getting sent on missions like these. Any research I carry will be lost. Take a copy with you. I hope you find it useful. Alright, arcane understanding. Ooh, wait. Got reputation increase with the, gain a bonus to defense against spells. Ooh, that's good. No, I gained fear for Barrack. I gained the Barrack fear ability. I hate this. A powerful attack that traps nearby enemies in twisted spires of rock, petrifying them for a short time. Why you gotta be such a simp to this favorite Barrack? Almost there, Barrack. Let's check my rings right now. I have 57 bronze rings actually. That's not a lot. Oh my god, I have so much shit to sell. Is it sacrilege to finally admit I don't particularly care for Lord of the Rings? It's kind of boring. No, it's kind of boring. It's kind of boring, not boring. I hate English. I need to go back to Ironhearth and sell my shit. It's fine. I personally really enjoy Lord of the Rings. And I really like the amount of care and detail that's been put into the universe by just a single guy trying to get his kids to sleep. I can admit that there are certainly books that can be very lore heavy and very, very boring. Like, sometimes I have trouble, you know, with the Silmarillion. But overall, I do enjoy the universe of Lord of the Rings a lot. Or Sons of Urin. Now, Sons of Urin, Urin, whatever it is. Now, that one I really had trouble reading. That one was a bit tedious for me. We are here to sell shit. You. I think just since I play a lot of TTRPGs, I'm just really tired of Tolkien tropes. I mean, yeah, fair enough, but you have to respect the fact that they originate from Tolkien himself, right? It's like complaining about, I don't know, certain tropes in video games, wherein that video game was actually the origin of that trope. It's like, yes, it's annoying, but in a meta kind of way, it's the first one that did that. Show me your wares. Or rather, I will show you my wares right now. Check this out, mate. Check this out, mate. Actually, I'm just gonna sell one of those. I am going to leave this guy in ruination. All of these. Actually just one of these. No, those I'm gonna leave. For me, it's annoying because that's the kind of game my friends want to play, but most definitely not the kind of game I want to play. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Whoa. Why haven't I given you this one verse? I need to recheck that. Right. Yeah. There go your boots. There goes your bow. Let's sell more crap. Let's leave one of these just in case. But I'm selling all these. Yeah. I do think Lord of the Rings is good. I enjoyed it back in the day. It has never captured my imagination like it seems to do to everyone else. That's fair. To me, it works. I love it. But if it doesn't do it for you, you know, it's yeah, I can't do anything about it. And I believe Lantry has the most stuff. I do have a diamond here. Sure, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't. It's not like I use the forge a lot, you know. Maybe I should sell this diamond. Oh, heck it. Look at that. Give me all of your heckin' money, dude. I am so sorry for what I have just done to you and your trade. But thank you for your money. Let's see. You know, what's this armor gonna do? Is this good for me? Oh, this is heavy armor. The only one that uses heavy armor is Lantry. Light armor. I gotta be honest, man. All of your stuff kind of sucks. I could give you. I could give Boo some of that, I guess. Yeah, you know what, Bruce? Congratulations, you are now disfavored. Man, all of this kind of sucks. What about my healing potions? I could get some lesser healing potions, I guess. Yeah. You only have 2 of these? Oh man, you suck. Alright. I like that you stuck to your original party. That's rare in these kind of games, always switching party members. I cannot. I genuinely cannot switch party members. First of all, I have a very solid party. Second of all, switching party members at this point, with how my other party members are so underleveled, would imply a level of grind that I'm not ready for on a stream or out of a stream. And third of all, I'm just attached to these characters. I just really like them. I like the stories. I like their banter. I like all their talk. And yes, even Lantry has been indispensable. Especially Lantry, you know. I like joking around like, oh, Lantry, get him, kill him. But Lantry is like a huge support. He's been like really good at supporting our team. And if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have beaten that other boss that took us like 7 tries to beat. You know, I can actually appreciate the old man here. Now we're going to the Bastard City. No, we're not going to the Bastard City. We're going to the Shadow Bastion. It's gonna take us 5 days, even with teleportation. Good thing I have teleportation. Like the switch to keep everyone viable. No, I'm brute force. I am the guy that when he played Pokemon, he just leveled up his starter, and then if the starter fell, I was dead. I might as well have been dead. Alright, let's find the sage. Also, I got a missive here, probably from the sage. You unfurl the missive to see your reply from earlier. Whether the original sender is lost or dead is unknown. What is clear is that the carrier bird that first delivered word from the Sage L was unable to find its original sender, and so it circled back to you with your undelivered missive. Alright, so it didn't matter what I would have written. Every Pokemon fanboy screeches reading playing Pokemon the wrong way. That this may once have been the entrance to what passes for granted, staying the tears. Little remains of it now save shattered runes. I had a Magikarp once, and I was like, oh, I know, the funny Magikarp evolves into Gyarados. So I just left that hacking thing in a daycare. I just left my my Magikarp in a daycare. I biked, and then I forgot about him, and I think he might just like be level 99 now or something. But that was like my only effort at leveling anyone else. I never used the daycare again. I only
Have a look here.
I'm gonna save. I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna do a cautious save. Level 99 Magikarp, nice, and it never evolved.
I'll stay downwind of our enemies.
Hey, is that the Scarlet Chorus? Wait, what are you guys doing here? What's the Scarlet Chorus doing here? Rolls the Butcher. Oh my god, it's disgusting chatbot. It's a disgusting chatbot. Get out. Oh, die. How dare you? Death. Okay. Sorry, that was a terrifying thing. What was I doing? I wanted to buy what it was selling. Well, just go and make your own channel, and they'll come in time. You're gonna be sure that you're gonna be sure there will come a time when you're streaming. There'll be like 3 of these fuckers every single week. You're just going like, "Hey, I'd like to offer you chatbot support." There's chatbots in this chat right now. I'm just not banning them because I'm being nice. Once I stop being nice, I'm taking out the bot banning shotgun. Anyways. The crimson-clad gang before you has yet to notice your presence. Their focus rests solely on the balcony above, where a broad-shouldered man in battle or in armor shouts down at them. "Who goes there?" Rolls the Butcher. Who goes there? You know who we are, boss. I better remain silent here. "Apologies, stranger." He puts a hand to his brow as if shading his side. "I can't make you out from this distance, and I hardly know the voice of every child in the tiers." The gentle babble of laughter filters down from above. "Oh, wonderful," rolls the so-called Butcher. You know him?" "Unfortunately, I thought he died and had taken to the Bastard City. Perhaps that was wishful thinking. Wonder how he found this many wayward fools to follow him." "Child, for fuck's sake, Rolls, let us in already." I'm sorry, is that you, Warbler? With your pretty boys, I mistook you for a little girl." "Yes, boss, it is I, Warbler, and our faithful crew. We've returned from a successful raid, catch in hand." "What's that? You're here to raid us? Hear that? Javelins, take aim." "Well, fine, if you're in a mood and want to play stupid games, we'll just divide the spoils without you." "Oh, Warbler, we were having such good fun with you. Why do you have to make things so serious? There are a few things we never joke about in this gang, like sharing." "Are you shitting me?" "Was that you say? You want me to shit on you? That doesn't seem very clean, Warbler, but if that's what you want." Another round of laughter from the other chorusmen. "Need you seek further evidence of the chorus' culpability for the problems at Vengeance World, Fatebinder?" I'm going to keep listening. "Everyone down here thinks this is really funny, boss, but we'd really like to sit by the fire and have a decent meal." "I don't think you're getting any here, Warbler, or were you planning on taking the fort from us?" "What? Don't put words in my mouth, you shallow sack of cock cheese." Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Just a little bit of banter with the lads. "I can talk to you however I desire, and if you can't take it, you aren't tough enough to run with our gang. In fact, I think we're overdue for a display of your worth." "Test of our worth? We just spent 4 days sacking the countryside for you. Now let us in already." "I don't recall ordering a raid. No doubt you've been recruiting your own gang and are here to defy me. Well, your mutiny ends here." "Mutiny? I've been loyal. My crew's been loyal. How dare you?" "Then who are your reinforcements?" rolls Rolls points a finger at you. Or did you let the enemy shadow you back home? Either way, wrong move. Huh? He looks back at you, eyes wondering. Where'd you come from? It's the Fatebinder Tuna, idiot. Oh, they know me. I love when they know me. You know, the master of the mountain spire. His attention focuses entirely on you, though. Now I'm curious, if Warbler didn't come crying to you, what brings you way out here? Fate binding. This must be that legendary fate bind, the sense of humor. Look, I'm more than happy to help you with whatever that task the Arkan's got you doing. But first I need your help dealing with the idiots down there. He points from the balcony at Warbler and his gang. A legend like you won't even break a sweat calling them. Are you fucking kidding me? I've broken no law, just done what my boss told me. Stow it. The only meaningful law in the chorus is not suffering the weak, and you're weak. The fate binder here is just gonna thin the herd a bit. He meets your eye. Ain't you? Work this out amongst yourselves, dude. If you're not gonna help, at least stay out of our way. Run along, fate binder. I might actually go for this bastard. I might actually go for the bastard up there. Hey, dude, Wolvler. You need. Wolvler resting his hand near his blade. Wolvler offers a weary smile. He is cockcheese. So I don't suppose you could not kill me. Fatebinder, you're back! Rolls beams down at you. I hope you're going to show these pups what real blade work looks like from the inside. What does that even mean? It means you're gonna get stabbed, you beast-fondling flea, brother. I'd rather not get in the middle of your dispute. Lower the ramp. Let's talk. And let them follow you up. No way. Lower the ramp, or when I get up there, I'm going to show you your own intestines. I'm up here, and you're down there. I've heard a lot of stories about you, Fatebinder, but the ability to sprout wings and fly was not one of them. How do you think I got to the top of the spire? You know, I hadn't thought about it. He shakes away the thought. Hey, come on, Fatebinder, kill the kid and give us a show. Come on, can I not? Okay. There has to be a way to get this fucking asshole. I'll be right back, and you will...
Can't do that.
You will be sorry. You could, like, there you go. You could move with the WASD. There has to be a way to get this fucko. Right? There can't not be. If there is not, I'm gonna kill Warbler, and then when I get up there, I'm gonna kill him as well. Oh, hey, wait. Maybe these are the guys. Are these the sages? They look to be wearing sages' clothes. A group of unkempt, filthy commoners huddle among a motley of barrels and boxes. The heavy stenches of sweat, stale food, and grass cling to the still air. The presumptive leader of the group stands as you enter and moves towards you, weapon in hand. Gwyneth. The approaching woman's olive cheeks seem drawn and sallow. Dark circles shadow her eyes that survey you before searching over your shoulder. Seemingly reassured by a brief inspection, she lowers her weapon slightly so that it's not pointed directly at your chest. Her muscles remain taut, however, her stance that of a veteran soldier, ready to respond at the first sign of aggression. You didn't bring the courtesan with you, and if you were disfavored, you'd have loudly bragged about your pedigree already. So that leaves me wondering, just who are you? Fatebinder Toon, you? A Fatebinder, fantastic. Her tone suggests that it's anything but. You here to kill us, or can we convince you to keep our present secret from those Kors madmen? You still haven't told me who you are. Right, I haven't. The name's Gwyneth. I'm the guide for this little band. Used to be a mercenary, but no one's offering coin for a blade anymore. If you went born north of the Gate's Judgment, there's nothing for a warrior, save cloth of crimson or a mass grave. Red or dead, as they say. So I stopped worrying, more or less. What do you want exactly? We need to get back inside the mountain. We'd come out. She falls silent for a moment and a slight shudder runs through her. We'd come out to scavenge for supplies. When we got back, we found crimson assholes crawling all over the place. You live in a cave. Well, it wasn't our first choice of homes, but we've taken shelter in a nearby cave. While we were out looking for supplies, these chorus goons somehow buried the cave entrance with rubble. We could excavate a path, but not with cutter spears prodding our rears while we dig. Help us be rid of the scarlet shit stains, while we scrounge up some appropriate recompense. I know they've got one of your people up there, one of those creepy scout twins. Not sure how much help that is to you, but maybe keep it in mind if things get bloody. I'll see what I can do. Well... Let's see. I am thinking... We're just gonna go up here. We have our athletics. We are a very athletic boy. We are full of money right now. This is gold. This is bronze. It's not gold. And now, the gang leader eyes you cautiously as you appear atop the balcony. Fatebinder, are you gonna cut Warbler open for me, or are we gonna have a problem? Enough talking. You're siding with them! Fuck! To arms, maggots! Got this Lordo ass lick!
Send me your
Wait! Alright, you already cast the thing that we needed to cast. The refresh. Renewal, yes. Okay, good. You guys should be able to deal... It's just a bunch of Scarlet Chorus. Right? Good job, Lantry. Yeah. Cast full spit on that bastard. And where am I? Okay. You quickly do this. Verse will quickly do nothing. And you will use the wall on this bastard.
Right.
Entirely useless.
Are you gonna... Oh, they're doing the frighten. They're doing the frighten. God damn it. Alright. Just hold on a bit. One of them's down, I think. Yes.
Fall before me.
You do a frighten again. Lantry, do something. That was actually really good, Lantry. Good job. Quickly need you to restore...
Let them think they can hit me.
Okay, just do the thing to everyone.
I'm not built for this.
Ah, a bit too late for verse. A bit too late for verse. No, actually, don't do that. Don't do that.
All of a sudden.
Right.
Alright, now everyone just get this bastard. And now get this bastard. Alright. I want me to go up here and freeze this bastard. I want you to cleave this guy.
I got it.
Come on, do the OP attack. Now stun this bastard.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
And there you go. Get up, Burst. Stop. Just stop that, Burst. My god, Lantry was real close to dying. Alright, you guys got any cash on you? Oh, I haven't given Verse the new stuff. Here we go. There you go. Yeah, that's good. For fuck's sake, man, it's still better. No, no, no. Dillips, what do you mean? Dillips, I've just witnessed a tragedy. I spent so much money and this armor already better. Let's go home from our turkey food arrow game song. Oh, the funny arrow game. It's so over.
Oh, don't mind me carrying the weight of the fucking world.
Okay, calm down. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, no, ooh. Okay. Well, that appears to be it. Alright, gang. Let's split up and search for clues, I guess. Oh, so they did have a disfavored here. Good thing I killed them, yeah. The man bound before you wears disfavored violet crusted with patches of dried blood. The faint blue light of an oathbound scout's sigil shimmering unsteadily through a thick layer of grime. He watches you approach from under a lowered brow, his features sunken and dark. His right eye socket seems a bit darker than his left, as if he bears a near-heel bruise, and the sour scent of mingled sweat and urine wafts from him. Fatebinder, he rasps, then clears his throat. Apologies. Haven't had occasion to say much today. You recognize me? Could hardly forget the Fatebinder turned Harbinger, could I? Even if you ran red with the chorus mauve, he coughs, twisting against his bonds to wipe the spittle onto his shoulder. I'm Paul Hyrex, son of Hyperia, oath brother of Marek, currently attached to the 5th Boreal. Good to see the butcher butchered. Would have been nice to do it myself, but I suppose I had my shot at him. He shifts against his bonds, wincing. Add the conscripts on the lower level to the pile of corpses, and I'll give you the intelligence I've found since coming here. They're already dead, yeah. I'm tied up, Binder, not deaf. Okay. I'm surprised Rolls left you alive. You strike me as a liability. They think I will talk of what I and my brethren have seen. They underestimate my willpower, but I have taken joy to test my limit. I'll take care of the bonds. I appreciate the sentiment, and normally I'd say risk it, but my arms were both broken and neither set right. I'll need a sawbones to break them again before they'll mend straight. So I can't fight for shit, and if you free me, you lose any element of surprise you'd otherwise have. It's a bad play whichever way you slice it. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, sure, I'll kill the chorus.
Can't do that.
Not opposed to killing some of those bastards. And I do get paid for it anyway, so... bad news, fellas. Fellas, bad news. I am going down there and I am kicking your... ass.
Sorry, can't.
No, yeah, we are. Alright, let's do the funny save again. It's fine, they seem like bad people. No, I mean they are. I just wanted to kill the butcher face just to spite him. But now that that's done... Hey fellas. What a mess. There was a time when I thought this was all going somewhere. The butcher had, you know, some ideas, some plans. Not very good ones, clearly. At least there's the Oathbound. The Archon would appreciate that gift. Might even promote me. Or at least not ram a spear up my backside. Sorry, Warbler. You're never leaving this place. Oh, come on, really?
Come at me. Got them in my sights.
Alright. Do your thing, Lantry. Good. Cask Raider. Renewal, Lantry.
got it.
Lantry, you might want to cast interruption on this bastard. Wobbler getting wobbled. Yes. The wall! My god, he is too strong.
Will do.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
There you go, there you go. Death, murder. No, no, you killed that guy before you killed our boy.
I will aid you.
Can you heal? Can you heal Barrack, please?
Someone's
Good thing Barrack can just take anything, huh?
won't happen.
What the? Who did that? Who like exploded that guy from the inside out? Was that you, Lantry?
Rattled me hard.
I wasn't watching.
Someone staunch my bleeding. On it.
Bleed out, you little shit.
God, that guy just like shook and he exploded. I know. Holy shit. It happened again. I'm terrified. Lantry, is that you? I give you some more health for that. It's an epidemic. What? Am I reading this correctly? Lantry can revive people? Oh my god, yes. Illusion. Sure, and you know, an expression. I just want to see this real quick. What is this? Ah. I see. Check that.
Won't
thing.
happen.
Okay, back up, I guess. Oh wait, we gotta talk to the people here first. No, that was terrifying. They just died. Hello, Gwyneth. You don't exactly work quiet, do you? I suppose that ruckus means it's all taken care of, clean and tidy. No longer a problem. Takes a deep breath and exhales. That's, well, it's a real relief and a half, and all that. There was always a chance we'd get stuck out here, that the mountains would move again, or Kairos forbid, Cairn would come back to finish what he started. So Wags, one of his specialists, he cooked us up an alchemical compound called Ocean's Fire. Burns as fast and hot as a Wrathcaster spell. Said correctly, it'll clear the cave entrance out in an instant, but if it gets bumped wrong, say by some idiot chorus conscripts, we all meet the void world charred. Give me the ocean fire, I'll see to the cave entrance. Her sire reveals profound relief, and she accompanies with a nod. Thank you, be extraordinarily careful with it. You don't want to be within 20 paces when the paste meets the air. Hunker down behind some rubble up top, then lob it at the cave entrance. She reaches into one of the crates and pulls forth an unpainted clay pot. She passes it to you with extreme gentleness, and you note that its lid is sealed with a thick ring of melted wax. Oh, and don't miss. Ocean fire. I wonder if that references Greek fire.
Can't do that.
That, you know, that chemical fire that burns in water. Don't fuck up. Don't fuck up. It's easy, just don't fuck up. Let me talk to the lad here first. Hello, Irax. Something profoundly wondrous in outliving your enemies. He grins, something feral in the way his lips curls over his eye teeth. Get these ropes off of me and I'll tell you when I'm out here. You got that backwards. Tell me what I want to know, then I free you. He says nothing for a moment, scrutinizing you with narrowed eyes. Fine. My team wasn't the first Iron Guard Aklos sent to this state. The other never reported back. We were dispatched to recover whatever was left of them, but we found precisely nothing. No gear, no evidence of a fight, nothing that seemed a sign left for others favored to find. Then Rolls hit us, at night by surprise like a motherless coward. We had set watch, obviously, but one of his mages did something to Corex that kept him from calling out. It was the pain of him burning that woke me and the others. The only reason we were able to kill the Chorsman we did. He shudders, then releases a sigh. No one else survived. Only General's Grace saved me. We canvassed the area pretty thoroughly before Rolls showed up. Only place we'd stay out of was the cave in the bag. The whole scared Rolls shitless though, so we closed it up. He looks towards the jumbled pile of stone to the north. Wish we'd gotten a chance to check in there for the first crew. Then at least I'd have something to take back to Iron Hearth. There, that's what I know. Wanna get me out of these ropes? Yeah, here you go. Thank you, Fatebinder. Hyrax straightens as you release him, then stretches, his joints cracking loudly. He scowls at his arms, which were obviously badly broken, and have healed twisted by his bonds. Oh, imagine that, just like they break your arms, and then they tie you up so tightly that your bones just heal bad, and you have to break them again. I appreciate the aid. It is very fucked up. The Oathband locks his eyes on yours. Fatebinder, you're said to be a close ally of the General, so there's something you need to know. We had a secondary objective out here, the original reason that Iron Hearth dispatched the first squad to this backwater. The Legion lost track of an Earthshaker out here a few spans back. Chances are he went as rogue as his Archon before him. We can't have every Tearsman's mother hurling boulders at us, so if he's not there, he needs to be. He nods. Your only chance of making that happen now. You know what I know, Fatebinder. I need to return to Iron Hearth and report in. He looks at his arms. And get these limbs straightened out. No enjoyment in that, I promise, but at least it'll distract me from everything else. Graven Ash protects. That he does, if only he could do more. Farewell, Fatebinder. With a final glance at you, the Oathbound walks away. Through a completely normal set of stairs.
Will do.
Also, we should activate this ramp. Just so I don't actually have to do all that again. Oh, wait, there's more up here.
I'd say that's worth a second glance.
Ooh. Ooh, money, 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 money. Why am I running out of shit space again? Ooh. Seems to be nothing around here except a crate, which is gonna have more stuff. Oh, wait, it's a healing potion. Whom did I give that to? There we go. Mead. That's it?
Can't do that.
That's it. That's okay. Now let's break the thing. Get out, get out. Alright, finally getting somewhere. Now, about that sage. Oh, I don't like this place. Wait. Does not look good here. Oh, actually, this looks really good. I like the set piece. Stone formation quietly hums a slowly modulating melody. Its tune reminds you of the Arcanist song. Oh, it's some beastmen. This might be a fight I do not win. Unless they want to talk. Okay. The shadows shift before you in hulking masses of darkness. As they step closer, the pale luminescence of the cave fungi highlights blunt, bony features. Lips curl back over yellow fangs and violet gums, and sinewy muscles tighten as the beast's clawed fingers spread open. Another human. The largest of the figures steps forward, revealing herself as a heavily muscled beast woman covered in rust-colored fur. Her yellow gaze narrows intensely upon you, nostrils flaring to drink in your scent. This new human offer man-flesh to Hillstrider's pack. Crying leather-clads offer more bone than meat. Made short meals for beast woman. I have no quarrel with you, beast woman. I'll simply be on my way. The beast woman licks her fangs, regarding you with deadly interest. I opened your cave for you. It seems to me that some gratitude is in order. Does human think moving stones should make Hillstrider ache with rotting desire? She chuffs, heavy dogs bobbing with her laughter. Beast woman has seen strength of many and great axed in war and hunt, is not so easily impressed. You will let us through, or we will tear your arms from your sockets and cobble boots of your hides. She takes a step back and dips her head low in her shoulders. Hillstrider knows gratitude. If human cleared piled stones, then Hillstrider supposes human may pass. Her packmates step to either side, opening a path. Very nice. It's a spire! Is this a spire? This looks like a spire structure. Am I doing another spire already? If so, I'm very happy. No, this just appears to be an underground place.
Hold up here in the old walls?
No, this is the old walls.
Being kinder than the chorus?
Outsiders, run! Fatebinder, how did you... welcome. Fatebinder, good day to you. The young man greets you with a smile as distant shouts reverberate throughout the area, steadily growing in volume. As you might have observed, your presence comes as a bit of a surprise. It's an unexpected pleasure, to receive an esteemed servant of the court. He bows stiffly, revealing a row of multi-shaped quills along his back. While it is illegal to go into the old walls, I am willing to ignore it in the fact that I would be fighting an entire city. Say, Slantry, what are you doing here?
I could ask the very same of you. Taking shelter in the old walls, that takes nerves of iron, or wits of stone.
I really like Lantry's voice actor so much. Really like the delivery he does.
To squat in the old walls. It is a wonder the Bane have not rewarded their hubris with a painful death.
Well, this is unexpected.
It's Lantry's old
Though
friend. It
I'm
might
glad
be.
to see you alive, my young friend. I'm not here to reminisce. I'm with the Fatebinder now, so I'll need to insist that you start explaining whatever it is you're doing here.
Lantry's very nervous. I'm not gonna kill your friend, dude. Chill. Welcome. I'm Scribe Mel of the Vellum Citadel. Though the title means little here, I'm simply Mel. You'll forgive me, we haven't been expecting company, so, He taps a long quill against his thigh, its feather plume fluttering nervously in return as figures in the distance move in rush motions and speak in hushed panic. What's all the commotion about? Visitors are always cause for alarm. Moreover, you aren't just any outsider, you're a Fatebinder. To many, it's as if two nuns just strolled into our homes. Your dispensation of justice could have profound ramifications for a little-known and a technically hidden settlement such as ours. Some of the refugees here don't know your intentions. No doubt they have little to fear, right? You need only fear a Fatebinder if you've done something wrong, like violating the laws regarding the old walls. Of course, I can see why things might appear that way. He stammers, running his hands clumsily over the scrolls along his bandolier. He snatches one from its loop and taps it at it nervously. If you look at this drawing of the area, we're by way of several fathoms below the old walls usually rising up, so who's to say where the walls are really just underground, actually? I mean, other than a fate bind, of course. I mean to suggest that there's some potential ambiguity as to whether we've really done anything wrong. Give me that. Ask. God damn it, it's a geek. It's a nerd, even worse. Sketched upon the crumpled parchment is a cross-section of what appears to be the old walls running through the mountainous region of the Bastard Tier. If this map is accurate, these old walls run almost entirely under the mountains. The upper reaches of these old walls are just a few stories above the valley floor. Judging from the map, the old wall slopes upward as it travels north, and slopes downwards as it leads south. I'm not here to condemn this settlement yet. You know, it depends on its contribution to the core. We could use some money. I did waste a little bit of money on a thing called useless armor. Yes, absolutely. He nods, and with nothing to say, nods again. Oh, you mean right now? Well, I can certainly provide a modest contribution. He rifles through his pouches, clumsily searching for a suitable offering. We don't use rings as often as we did on the surface, so it may take me a moment. He loosens a pouch and jams his hand inside. Ah, here you are, Fatefinder. We appreciate your generosity, Fatefinder. I hope that you will come to appreciate the one time. No doubt you have many questions of us. I should do my best to acquaint you with this, outpost. Anything I can help you with? I received a missive from a Sage L that directed me here. I know where I can find this person. Sage L? That could only mean... Like Sam contacted you? If I may, in regards to what? I would like to speak to the sage in person. Master Lexam is sadly not amongst us. She vanished into the lower levels some time ago. She wasn't herself. He furrows his brow, visibly distressed. Life here is rather complicated, and the old wolves bless us with numerous mysteries. One of those is unending sleeplessness, an affliction that drove her mad. Lexam, she's alive, so she survived the Edict of Fire. Lantry's eyes widen with surprise, and you hear the clinking of vials as his entire body trembles. Friend of yours? Sage Lexam and I go way back. She joined the school a year before I did, so we more or less ran the paces together. If she's alive, why didn't she try to find me? Did you try to contact all the other sages you thought were alive? Right. We try not to cloud the skies with missive birds. That would just give the enemy something to follow. Like me, she probably tried to avoid detection, not light a signal of fire. Last I know, she went into the depths of the old wolves. To me, that's a death sentence, especially if she's no longer able to work her magic. I'm so sorry, I wish you had stumbled upon us sooner. Maybe you could have reconnected with her. Her mind was dwindling, and I know she was fixated on making sure everything she carried out of the Bellum Citadel was hidden and safe. She and I hid one such cache over by the farm. The others are, I presume, deeper in the old walls. Like Sam knew an old sage trick that conceals the stashes, making them fade from view unless another chronicler stands near. When her magic began fading, she made a rush to conceal things. But aside from the one stash in the farm, only she knows where the rest lay. You think she's Lantry's old flame? The way he's talking about her, yes, I think there might have been something. Alright. Very well, Fatebinder. If you haven't done so yet, please speak with Jaspers or Wagstaff. The wound doesn't speak with a single voice, but these two come the closest to such a thing. As you turn to leave, you see Lantry lost in thought, rubbing his cerulean ink between his fingers and thumb. So tell me more about this Lexem person. She's an old friend of mine, and by now you've already detected the understatement in my voice, so ask your questions. An old love interest, I presume. Almost. I was fond of her, but I've nothing to show for that fondness. The sort of thing probably best forgotten. Ow. What do you make of her condition? From the sound of it, she was afflicted with sleeplessness. And by all accounts, madness would naturally follow, but if she's down in the old woods and enfeebled, she'd be easy prey for the Bane. You think there's a way to save her? My mind leaps to the worst conclusion, that, like a severed arm, the damage is irreversible. Maybe if she got out of the old walls, maybe if she could be drugged into sleep, or... I don't know why I keep speculating. What do you make of these chronicle fragments she tasked us to find? My heart sings every time I can safeguard a text against destruction. Still, there's something bothering me about these writings. Let's look around a bit more, shall we? Ask me again when I have a few pieces to compare. So I did the thing. Yep. Now I have to do this. I'll probably leave them alone for now. They've paid money, so it's fine, right? You know, that's how it works.
Well, they have water, a little sunlight. A shame the neighbors are floating abominations.
You're so funny, Lantry. You're so funny. So true, Lantry. So true.
I see the time.
Better see if there's a vendor. Yeah, I'll do it after this. This is the Tidecaster work stuff. A bearded, weathered figure stands by the pool's edge, eyes closed in concentration. His face, uncharitably weathered from years of sun and wind, is a collection of deep, intertwining creases, wreathed by a brittle-looking grey mane. One disapproving eye snaps open as you approach. The old man stomps on the end of his staff, flipping it upward into his hands in an unexpected display of agility. He leans against it and looks at you through narrowed eyes, head bent upward at a disdainful angle. A fate binder. Well, this is gonna be a shit day, isn't it? He mutters further to himself, unintelligibly, before speaking up again. Out with it, then. I'm ready for whatever's going to spew out of your ballast hole. Hostility's unwarranted. I'm just here to talk. Just to talk. That remains to be seen. But who am I to question a fate binder? You should know that my hostility is rarely personal. Spew some bile when curious neighbors approach, and they'll likely keep to themselves in the future. My recipe for harmonious relations. I assume someone pointed you towards me to speak for the settlement. If there are matters to discuss, then so be it. I may not like it, but I do lead this people. Frankly, only because nobody else can. That stone-straddling fool, Jaspos, will talk himself into believing he is up to the task, but don't believe his bluster for a moment. Anyway, I'll just ask the question everyone's wondering. What are your intentions with us? The settlement stretches interpretation of Kaiser's law. To justify its existence, the wound must provide material support for the court. Material support? In the north, we call it a bribe. No, I won't say that. Tell your friends to cooperate with me, keep my presence here a secret. I will do the same. You are more than kind. The Tidecaster bows, and you hear a sigh of relief escape his lips. It behooves us both to speak that we keep this meeting private. I will make sure all in Bastard Wound treat with deference, for you have spared us from a bloody fate, and for that we are grateful. Thank you, Fatefinder. I knew the day would come that we'd be discovered, and I imagined a much bloodier scenario. You said that? Yeah, please, I did. In this regard, I'm happy to be made a fool. Do you think I'm going to antagonize a Tidecaster right in the middle of a huge body of water? No fucking way, dude. I might be a coward, but I'm also smart. Life here in the wound isn't easy, and we always assumed outsiders will bring death, not help. Your leniency is the sort of surprise we needed in these difficult times, and though I never would have guessed this, your arrival may be the sign of good things to come. Let me guess you need my help. We normally avoid contact with the outside for fear of trouble following us back home, and with my duties here leaving us out of the question, and yet there are matters beyond these walls in need of a solution, and since I cannot leave this place to handle my own affairs, perhaps I can retain your services. Depends on what you have in mind. There's an old rival of mine still out there, a sage named Foive. He twists the rope on the end of his belt, grimacing. Yes, we're from rival schools. No, this isn't just a case of an unsettled score. I'd live and let live, but she poses an actual threat to the wound. She had knowledge of my plans to journey north to trace Kain's path in these mountains, which may expose us. She could bring a slew of homeless sages here, probably followed by a gaggle of spies. It's not worth the risk. She needs to die. His tone is matter-of-fact, almost casual. The problem is finding her. We had a mutual contact, Melita, who used to spend this time of the year in Lethian's Crossing. If the two are still in touch, she'll be able to point you in the right direction. All of Bastard's wound would be in your debt, most of all me. Can I trust in your help? Is this sage really such a threat? She's a risk to everyone living here. The woman hates me. Having dealings with her in the past was a mistake, and I'll be damned if I let that error ruin all that we built here. Now that her school is in ruins, she'll view my accomplishments here as research to be appropriated, and while she's at it, she'll engineer a catastrophe for the wound just to spite me. So yes, Fatebinder, I'm sure. I'll find her. Thank you. This matter has haunted me for quite a while. If my stupidity caused the wound to be uncovered, best not think of it. You have been unlike other Sevens of Kairos I've encountered. We are indebted to your patience and reason. One more thing, Fatebinder. If you do kill her, be sure to gather her belongings. Very important. That's the only way I can verify that you found the right sage. It would also... His words falter as he chokes up with a halting smile. It will also mean a great deal to see my old scrolls back, on the off chance she still carries them. It is a petty and vain request, but if you've been robbed before, you probably know the feeling. What should I know about Jaspos? His eyes glaze over at the mention of his rival's name. If only that rock pounder would just shut up. He loves the sound of his own voice. He grips the roping on his waist, squeezing it with a clenched fist. Unfortunately, his force is on the upper level, so his soliloquies flow down here to ensure my misery. This place has better acoustics than the Academy of Tides. Lucky me. He thinks because he can cleanse the water, not as well as I do, mind you, that he can pontificate at all hours of the day. I nearly drowned myself once rather than listen to one of his tirades, you know, but I knew the moment my body was discovered he'd be raining another righteous speech about cowardice down upon my corpse. That wouldn't do. Look, I'll say it plain. Jaspers has a big mouth, and he talks incessantly about transforming Bastard's wound into something great. But the truth is that he's just out for himself. He slams his staff into the ground, mouth quivering as he speaks. I built this place from nothing, and he thinks he can come in and claim it when the hard work has already been done. Not on my watch. That's all for now. Good. He closes his eyes and returns to his recitation. Money? Money. Do you, sir, do you sell stuff? Money. Money. Rostrum Link. A wary-looking man observes you through dark, sunken eyes, nodding faintly as you approach. Fatebinder, greetings to you. Though unkempt and draped in disheveled rags, he boasts deeply in the style of Northern Tiersman nobility. You observe that his right arm is emaciated and frail, seemingly rooted in place. Rostrum Lenk, son of the late Rostrum Bolus. I saw you in the Bastard City shortly after Tunan's arrival. We've come a long way from then, haven't we? He chuckles mirthlessly at the memory. Is there something I can do for you? Tell me about yourself, I guess. That rival seems annoying if this guy is to be believed. Yeah, he sounds like he really loves to hear his voice. I think you're well acquainted with the manor and its grounds at this point. My father's legacy and my inheritance, reduced to rubble and ash. They call it the Shattered Bastion. He runs his fingers across his eyes, tracing dark circles that ring them. Rostrum House is but a memory now. Prior to Kai's arrival, we were a successful merchant family, with roots that extended from Azur's capital to Ardent's coasts. My father never married, but that didn't stop him from asserting control over these lands. Theisman laws be damned, I'm all that remains of 3 hairs. I must be going. I'm looking for the shop guy. I'm looking. Oh my god. Don't do that. You terrified me, dude. Oh, they have guards posted. They have guards posted against the spawning Banes, I guess. Oh, there we go. Neat. That was
Bane
loud.
slaying almost to an art. Fate me impressed. But what was that they come out of?
Your name is Insipid Moniker. I'm sorry. Welcome to a little refuge, Fatebinder. You're here to help us keep the wound clear of Bane. Insipid Moniker picks at a splotch of dried blood on her greaves. She wears the patchwork armor of a Scarlet Fury. The vein constantly showing up like that? Welcome to a headache. The way the Bane come and go, you'd think the teleporters were beaded curtains. Lucky for us, the beasts seem to love killing Bane. They'll put in more hours in sentry duty than any human, and I welcome the extra sleep. What's through that portal? It goes deeper into the untamed old walls. We sent patrols out to sharpen the beast's claws and lighten the numbers of Bane, but we haven't exactly mapped it. How'd you get that name? Funny story that... She frowns. There's a piece of advice they should give every new chorus conscript, but don't. Ha! Verse builds abruptly before clapping a hand over her mouth and swallowing further chuckles. Somebody made the mistake of asking the voices for a nickname, didn't she? She snickers as she shakes her head. I could have been shits for days or bleeding sores if I'd waited long enough. Even hindsight would be more appropriate. What do you do here exactly? Whatever Wagstaff wants. Guess you can call me an apprentice. I can read, which is more than most can say. It's more subtle than the red work of the chorus, but I don't mind a change of pace. So the blue is to honor Wagstaff. Exactly. Fucker iced half my gang with a spell, so now I fight for him. Those are the rules. In a twisted way, I think the voices would approve. Not that his approval is any safer than his wrath. I'll be going now.
Sorry, can't.
Where'd she go, though?
My armor feels lighter.
What the... You really just walk your 1,000 steps for the day, Barrick, huh? Let's get you some more attack. Sure. I want to start getting this stuff in Sentinel. She went to somewhere insipid. You know, a lot of people see insipid as something bad. Insipid just means...
Suggest multiple tribes cohabitating, and in such proximity to humans. Intriguing.
You know, a lot of people think insipid is something bad, and insipid is just like tasteless. Work stuff can clean up anything, everything. Fate, when they're honest. Are we not gonna address the disfavored in here? A broad-shouldered woman in disfavored raiment dangles against a nearby column, suspended by her wrists. Though still garbed in the iron breastplate of her unit, she is without a helmet and appears unusually at ease in her compromised position. A nearby settler engages in friendly conversation with the disfavored. She peers down at him, listening with dutiful patience. The last lure hooked that trout just fine, but it took the whole thing downstream with it when the knot gave out. I wrapped the line several times, just like you said. You aren't fibbing me, are you, Sophia? What stays your hand, Fatebinder? We must right this injustice immediately. Need a hand? Looks like you have company. Talk later, Sophia. The settler turns to you wearing an uncertain smile. Good hunting, then. As the settler turns away, the bone soldier takes note of your approach. Tell Sophia to find you in this cesspool of trespassers. He shakes his head. Worry not, we shall release you from this bondage at once. Wait, who the... Barrick, is that you? No, please, leave me be. I am sworn by duty to slay these fools, and sworn by honor to see their safety. It is easier to have no choice in the matter. Bondage, stop. You'd rather stay up there? Even if you set me free, I'm too hungry to fight. It's the only thing I have the mind to do. The time will come when I can free myself, and I will grab the opportunity with both hands. She clenches her pale fingers into fists. I'd salute an officer of the court, but I'm somewhat indisposed at the moment. Why don't the settlers just execute you? They have, in a sense. The beast woman, leader of the local pack, ordered that I be strung up until dead. Guess she didn't understand Aisha's aegis, so who's laughing now? Nobody wants to anger the resident Bane hunters, so the beasts must have their way. I've had plenty of time to get acquainted with the locals while I quote-unquote perish. It's almost a pity they're all doomed on the Kairos. How'd you end up on that column? A few span back, after Cairn was finally declared rogue, the general wanted folks looking for what made Cairn lose his sanity or his loyalty, depending on your outlook. My unit played escort for a team of earthshakers as they retraced Cairn's journey through the tears. We were headed to the gates of judgment and came across a crevice which happened to be, well, she gestures upward with her head. A middle-aged woman walks by while clutching a woven basket. Giving Telesophia a wave, the disfavored soldier nods in return. Good day, Osia. She watches the passing settler before returning her attention to you. You sure seem to be on good terms with the locals. They're rather lovely folk, despite all of them being charisma-mocking scum deserving slow deaths. She attempts a limited expression of a shrug. Where was I? Oh, yeah. We paused to investigate only to find this nest, this hive, trespassers living with beasts as equals, all of it an abomination. There was no choice but to put them to the sword. We fought well, but our advance fell apart when that coward Argain threw up his arms and surrendered. He broke ranks and left us exposed. If I hadn't been knocked senseless, I would have executed him myself. Woke up hoisted up on this wall, and I've been here ever since. Not enough war up top, you have to drag it down here. Forgebound in this hole. Surely they cannot outfit the Legion from here. Ooh, an actual forgebound. With a despondent sigh, the forge-bound smith unfastens the strap around one of her pauldrons and drops the metal appendage to the floor, exposing a muscular figure. She quickly traces a sigil with her ungloved hand and touches a hammer dangling from her smock, frowning as it stubbornly remains inert and unsympathetic to her magical entreaties. She glances up as you approach. Sorry, Fatebinder. My spellcraft hasn't been cooperative of late. I take it you're not here to talk about my preoccupations. Anything in particular you'd like to discuss? She offers a forced, polite smile, but can't maintain it for more than a moment. What do you do in the forge? I'm Jasper's apprentice. Have been so for the last few years. She scoops up a small clay pot and spins it between her fingers. Napping wasn't originally my specialty. I apprenticed under Master Erasma back in Lethian's Crossing, but a freak accident meant that she'd take her secrets of the ceramic arts to the void. Jaspers had just finished his work and was returning north for more training with the guild, so I joined him. Long story short, we stumbled upon the wound and stayed. I took a new trade with Jaspers as my mentor. What happened earlier with the hammer? I was embarrassing myself again. Seems like that's my only reliable talent these days. Her cheeks grow flushed as she looks to the ground. I thought I was a competent napper, practically a journeyman in skill. Lately, even the simplest preparatory spells pegs me, like that sorry display you witnessed. She raises her eyes to meet yours. Something about this place is hollowing me out from the inside. Whatever forge burns inside grows cold. Let's not speak any more of it. You're becoming one of the sleepless, aren't you? I think I am. Started when I broke my hand on the mallet. Rookie mistake. I asked Reef Talon to heal it, but things have gone sour ever since. Can't sleep. Can't summon a sigil to save my life. Worst of all, She lowers her hand down to her stomach, frowning as she thinks better of saying more. I don't know how much time I have left. I just want to enjoy whatever last moments I have with Jaspers. Do you enjoy working with Jaspers? I do. Jaspers introduced me to napping, and it came easier than pottery, my first craft. If we hadn't fallen in love and married, I might have returned to the north and stayed in Kyrus' good graces. She slowly nods as if recalling a long-forgotten memory. I will take my leave. So, where is Jaspers? Are you? No, that's another guy. Do you sell stuff, my dude? Tombas, the forge-bound apprentice, stares intently at the amber hide he holds aloft, pounding its surface methodically with a heavy iron mace. The light from the nearby hearth dances across his eyes. As you draw closer, the pungent odors of turning agents thickens in the air. He turns to you wearing a stoic expression. Is there a problem? You need something? No. I need to sell my shit. Okay, Jasper's has got to be up there.
Can't do that.
You look different. Nope. Okay, Jasper's. Master of napping. A heavily muscled man stands next to a mixed pile of broken floor tiles and smashed boulders. Head bent in focus, sledgehammer gripped tightly in both hands. Without breaking his gaze, he calmly extends an arm out as you approach, signaling for you to wait. In one smooth motion, he whirls the sledgehammer in a precise arc, effortlessly splitting a large green-gray boulder in two. He smiles and lets out a pleased chuckle before turning to greet you. Ah, Fatebinder, that explains the ruckus. His voice is deep, a confident baritone that easily carries through the open air. Forgive my rudeness. Masters of the craft rarely break focus if we can help it. Old habit. He smiles broadly, motioning you to come forward. I am also a master of napping. That's a lie. I have terrible insomnia. Oh no. You're becoming one of the sleepless, Runekeeper. Oh no. Your arrival is unexpected, but my forge is always open to servants of the court. Can you get my friend out of his armor? Word has spread throughout the wound. They say the Fatebinder will permit us to live. I am sorry you had to experience Wagstaff. If you had spoken to me, we could have settled things without his insults and tantrums. But I am glad an amicable decision was reached all the same. The wound could be a great asset to you in the future. Fatebinder, we've managed well enough on our own, but someone on your prestige could really help us thrive. If you have the time, I have a matter that could benefit from your expertise. You may ask, I make no promises. We don't have the luxury of trading with the top side. It could attract the wrong kinds of attention. Instead, we craft what we need. In my case, I can make a wide variety of tools, but I can't make everything. When we were building the forges of Lethian's Crossing, I had access to some of the finest chisels, tappers, and abrasives. I carried only my travel kit with me when I found myself here in the wound. I've been able to craft a few replacements, but to my chagrin, I haven't recaptured the craftsmanship. The napping tools needed are rather specialized, and I lose sleep knowing I can't replace anything I break. Since I've been missing, I imagine my tools were appropriated by my colleagues in Lethian's Crossing. Lohara will no doubt know of their whereabouts. With my old tools, I could really stay on top of the work that's needed to keep this place running. My help rarely comes free. Nor should it. Your time is valuable. I have little use for rings down here. I would pay you in advance for your work. All the bronze I have. Hardly a fortune, but I'll make things worth your time. Teach me something. That would be a better deal. Fatebinder. Okay. I guess he taught me nothing. Wait. No. No, I learned nothing. I better learn something once I come back, you bastard. That's very sad. That is incredibly, incredibly sad. There does not seem to be anyone selling Hecate here. Wait, you look like a seller. Sell me your stuff. There you go. Greetings, Fatebinder. I think I speak for all the Forgebound when I thank you for your graciousness in regard to our little community. We don't normally barter our weapons and armors, but for a personage such as yourself, I'd gladly make an exception. Would you care to browse our works, or was there something else I could help you with? See what you have. I think you'll be impressed, Fatebinder. Even with the limited resources available in the Wound, the Forgebound craft the finest creations in all of Terratus. Holy shit, what is this gore thrust? It's not even that great. I mean, sure, it's a complete. How much could I sell this for? Nah. Nah, I'm just gonna sell my crap. You know what? I'm not gonna keep the precious stones. I'm just gonna sell my crap right now. I might regret it later though, but it's fine. Oh yeah, I gotta sell these. And these. Take it all. Thank you. Alright, pal. Fatebinder, you've returned! Is there anything I can help you with? Questions about the wound? No, it's fine. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of primary quests. What the hell? Okay, so this is the Wagstaff. This is the Jaspers one. This is the Chronicle stuff. And this is the actual main stuff. Lethian's Crossing. And Bastard's Wound Farm area. I guess I gotta go to the farm first, since that would be closest. According to me, at least. Oh, wow. I see. So there is no spire here. Yeah. Get me back to Cairn's Passage. Thank you for letting us through. Get me out. Get me out. Right, no, wait. It appears I do not know where the heck to go in the bastard farm. Let me check that journal again. Bastards was. Oh no, the farm was. Oh, yeah, I know where the farm is. Oh. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Give me a second. Coming through again. Coming through. Thank you for your patience. Coming through. Hey guys, I've come back. I'm back. Yay. Yay me. I'm gonna go to the twinning from Final Fantasy XIV. Give me a second. That's the only thing I know about that game. Well, okay, Barry, calm down, dude. It's just. Oh, it's heavy armor though. That's heavy armor though. We don't use heavy armor around these parts, stranger. Except you, but it's not like you have a choice. If by the end of this game I do not get Barrick out of this armor, I will see if there is a way to get him out of this armor, because I just want to see how he looks. But just when I finish the game, right? Like, I'm not gonna... Anyways, I should be in the place.
Do we have time to do a survey of the flora? For research purposes, of course.
Lantry, calm down. Let's talk to Tycho, and then... my range of female voices is extremely limited. Please throw more men my way, game. Thank you. Do you really think Barrick will find happiness outside his metal prison? I don't think... I don't know. But, see, my thing is... I don't want Barrick having to constantly live filled with shit-filled armor and just stay inside there. I don't think anyone deserves that. Just... that thing must be awful to be in. I don't know if he'll find happiness, but I hope that if we get him out somehow, he'll at least find some respite. Physical, at least. Fatebinder, she bows deeply. Welcome to the Wounds Farm, the only source of food within the Old Wars. Bet you never imagined anything like this down here, did you? You look like you've got questions in need of answers. You run this farm? That I do, have since shortly after we arrived here. Me neither, but his prison is also philosophical, that's why he claims to not want to escape it. I know, but look, screw the philosophy, I just want to see if it's hard under there. That I do. Have since shortly after we arrived here. I might have been a mercenary up top, but down here I've developed into quite the farmhand. I turn the soil, hold up fertilizer, even sing to the plants. I've near grown to love this farm like it's my own child. Except unlike a child, the farm feeds me. A worthy motivation. This farm feeds the whole community. Near enough. Gwyneth gathers some stuff from topside on occasion, but most people get their food from here. We got a whole host of vegetables, and the mushrooms down here turned out to be tastier than anything grown in shit has any right to be. Got pigs too for the occasional feast day. Keep everything orderly and efficient. Wouldn't slip up, and we're talking months on tight rations at best. These crops can be real particular about the kind of water they like. Give them too much, too little, the wrong kind, and next thing you know, they're limp and brown. Is it normal for plants to be so picky about the water? Yes. Well, every plant is different, but the water situation down here is real touchy. Jasper's filters works for the topside plants since it's more or less what they're used to. Those stone jugs of his get rid of whatever makes people sick, while keeping in the nutrients my veggies need. Give that water to the mushrooms, though, and they stop glowing. Then they shrivel up, no good for anything. No idea why. I figured the topside nutrients kill them. Wagstaff's water is about as pure as it gets, though, and the mushrooms take to it just fine. Talk to you later. Alright, dude. Use your supervision. Oh, yay! What? Cool gloves? Cool gloves! Mine. Thanks for the cool gloves, idiot. Cool gloves? Heavy leather gloves. Light armor. What? Cool gloves. Maybe I should keep stuff in my, in my stash. I do have stuff in my stash. Maybe I should just keep stuff in my stash instead of selling everything. You're going to the stash. You're going to the stash. Yeah. Heavy armor. Disgusting. Get out. Get out. Pig.
Found something.
He leveled up from looking at the pig. Holy shit, dude. What a way to level up, huh? Let's get you some, pigs grant power. They do. That they do. Well, you haven't been dying as much, Reven, so how about we give you some... Yeah, let's give you some of this. See my trees right now. Bonus damage to prone enemies. Yeah. Yeah. Chronicle of the Sages. Ah, the old concealed text in a pile of pig shit trick. Classic. As Lantry approaches the corner of the pen, a pile of hay and animal droppings vanishes, replaced by a stash of scrolls. Now here's a subject close to my heart, histories of the School of Ink and Quill. Who doesn't love a little auto chronicle? Roll calls, minute graduation announcements, publication dates, and letters. Oh my. I doubt Sages Core and Nostric had any idea their correspondences will be immortalized for the records. What's that say? Lantry gives the deets. Now, not the most exciting bit of history, but I can see why Mel and Lexem would want the words of colleagues close at hand. Lantry thumbs through the tome, chuckling with a nostalgic smile at each turn of the page. I take it this brings back memories. Indeed! Some of these notes even have my name on them. Ah, yes. Here's my series on bird anatomy. I did that back in 388. Where have the years gone? I know it's all so worthless in hindsight, but it is a record of our school, whatever that's worth. I can obsess about these later, with other things to do, right? I'm suspicious of everything we find in this place. Take a closer look. How can I say no to that order? With a smug grin, the old sage dives into the texts. Several years pass as Lantry pores over the pages. Strange, all these names of dead people. Good riddance to some, others our loss. Kaiser's loss. Anything seem incorrect? Sage Ostric's grammar is appalling, but no, not really. Sorry, no spells or great recipes for for grappa. Just lectures, letters, and other sentimental detritus. Anyone you know very well? In a way, all of them. The school was never crowded enough to disappear into anonymity, but as a field scholar of sorts, I was as distant as it gets. He shakes his head with a heavy sigh, lifting a quill from near his shoulder as he does. He puts the quill to his hand and scribbles several circles of sepia. Let him keep reading. A relaxed smile sets across his face as Lantry exhales, wiping his sepia-stained hand against his cheek. Oh, this is odd. Find something? Well, there's a passage here that isn't quite correct. See for yourself. The text describes a debate between sages, discussing the riddle of rings. Riddle of rings. Every village in every realm has its own local riddles, but you've heard of the riddle of the rings as a sort of a proverb older mages tell to younger ones. Though most forge-bound tell intentionally conflicting details of it to outsiders, so whatever meaning it has is a bit muddled. You've heard soldiers joke that the riddle of the rings is a saying about the oft-talked-about but probably apocryphal forge-bound stuck with the duty of crafting rings all day. By common jest, the riddle is, how many rings does he make each span, and how many of those does he get to keep? Capitalism. Capitalism. No. No. It's the Communist Manifesto Fantasy Edition. Discussing the riddle of rings. Politics in my game! Discussing the riddle of rings, and once it... Yes? Yes. Hello? What is it? Up you go. Up you go. Okay. There you go. There she is. The cat's up here now. She wanted to be lifted. For if the sages speak the language of Kairos, Lantry reasoned, and use the currency of Kairos, then military conquest is an extraneous formality. Care to explain this? It was 425, and Sage Cavil was given a lecture series, having recently returned from his expedition to observe the Forgebound and their ways. At one point, he discussed their teaching methods, so the Riddle of Rings came up as part of his lecture. At the time, I joked that the real Riddle of Rings is, aren't we already conquered, and I'll launch into a not entirely sober diatribe about Kairos' inevitable invasion and dominion. According to this, I gave a stirring speech met with applause. Hardly. I was hit in the head with an old scroll case and told to sit down, shut up, and let the scholars talk. You could correct the record. I could, and I will. I'll make a note to return to this. Until I know why this was edited as such, I just assume not tamper further. I think my nostalgia has been overtaxed for the time being. Let's get moving. I need to think on this a bit. Find the remaining chronicles. Would it were that simple? Yes.
I think you need to find a younger slave to haul your detritus.
Okay, calm down. I'll sell all that crap in a second. It was, and then everyone clapped. Yeah, it was. It really was. Except, you know, it was written from an outsider's perspective, so someone was simping for Lantry. And everyone clapped. It's true. I was the ring. Merchant. Need money. I need money. I will give you stuff. You give me money. Welcome back, Fatebinder. Money. You give. I give. To you. And you give. To me. No, you just take all of it. What's the point of keeping jewels on my inventory? Anyways, now we're going to Lethian's Crossing because we have like 2 different things to do in there. Where are you, Lethians? Where was Lethians Crossing? It's around here, isn't it? They are pretty, Reven. That's where you keep them. No, no, I don't wanna. Where is? I forgot what Lethian's Crossing is. God damn it. Oh, that's where the Voices is. Hey, Lethian. Lethian, what the hell? Lethian's Crossing was in here. Yes, I actually remembered. Seems unnecessarily pointless to just go to a spire to teleport to the other when they're both pretty close, but alright. Oh, you're calm, aren't you, cat? Yeah, that's right, you're a calm little cat. Right, we're in Lethian's Crossing, we gotta talk to... Oh, there she is. Oh yeah, I know you. And there's a forge bound over there, so... I'm sorry, we're gonna have to, like, kill you. No, wait, we don't have to kill you, we have to kill the other person. Slender woman picks through produce in a carried sack. Her hands appear focused on finding a particular piece of fruit, but her eyes are intent on the other shoppers in the marketplace below. A man passes by her, accidentally dropping a pouch as he goes. She bends down to retrieve it and hands it back to... Ooh. Ooh. Runekeeper, you've redeemed crack. Let me just carefully move my fingers to the mic, lower this, and then, you know, we'll make every single bone in our body make noise. So wait, let me actually finish this conversation real quick. Once Podgy approaches the man, walks away, greeting, how may I be of service? Clever. I almost didn't see you palm those rings into that pouch. Almost. I didn't realize I had an audience. Must be a sign of slowing down after all these years. Don't worry, nothing on the hand. Just trying to repair debt on the quiet. Suddenly someone such as yourself understands the need for discretion. I do need to answer some questions. Oh, this! Her hands briefly vanish within the folds of her skirt, only to reappear with the pouch in question. Scraps of parchment. I meant to deliver this to the court after acquiring it from a traveling sage. It may be magical in nature, containing knowledge forbidden by Kairos. Please take it. I'm only happy to do my part. She steps back and observes you, continuing to maintain an air of pleasant attentiveness. Is there anything else I can do for you? I need to find Foive. Well, the fact I know her, that's free. Current information costs extra, and information on friends costs extra. So this isn't the kind of question I'm comfortable answering. I assure you, you'll be less comfortable not answering the question. No need for that sort of talk. I've no want for trouble. Let's just keep things civil. Foive sends me the occasional missive. Last I heard from her, she's doubled back toward the burning library. She's got herself the dangerous notion that she can recover scripts from her old home, though I think she's avoiding the actual library, seeing as it's the epicenter of the devastation. She mentioned a place called Flurgiston. I think she means the village that used to be called Babbling Springs before the war, out in the contested lands. And that's as much as I know about where to find her. If you can't find her there, maybe she's taking her chances at the library itself. That's all I need to know. Right. I'm gonna pause the game. Wait, I'm gonna save first. Then I'm gonna pause the game. I'm gonna make noise, and people that don't like the noise, when you see me unpause the game, that's when you can unmute. Alright? Okay. Anyways, let's start basic with the fingers, you know. Bit of the wrist. Right, let's get up. Oh, sorry. Let's get up. There we go. Let's, toes. Legs. Arm. Neck. And back. That one's not as easily hit. Well, there you go, Runekeeper. Hope you enjoy that. I do wonder how Raven is so crunchy. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always crunchy. No, I'm not. I need to recharge, which is why that redeem has a cooldown. I should get an alert for that redeem. I should get an alert for all redeems. I've been thinking of making an emote, an animated emote of me cracking my knuckles. And maybe I'll use it for that alert. But, you know, animation is not my forte. 2D animation isn't my forte. So... Are you the forge-bound merchant? You are the forge-bound merchant. And yet... Would be cool, but it's up to you what you want to spend time. No, I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't worry about that. It's just a thing that's not gonna... It's just a thing that's not gonna, like, take priority. No, this guy's the merchant. I mean, no, wait, go back. Wait, I just realized something. A slow burner project, just making like 4 frames. Okay, not that slow. I forgot I could enter here. Here we go. Petting the cat, petting the cat. There you go. Are you such a nice cat? Yeah. You, Ulantis. Ulantis surveys the room with an air of superiority. He addresses you without making eye contact. Is there something you want? Is there a problem? His eyes carefully watch Lohara as he answers you. Yes, but these are forge-bound matters. Nothing that concerns the High Court of Tunon, I can assure you. Alright, fucking asshole, dickhead. Lohara, that's the one I want to talk about too. Lohara, master of tempering. A muscular woman stands upright from her forge and turns to look at you, the light of the fire playing across her face, making her eyes dance dangerously. A toothy smile breaks across her mouth, the only bright spot on her soot-stained face. do you kill with your left hand or your right? She rubs blackened palms together, eyeing you expectantly. Normally I can tell at a glance, but you are a little harder to read. Is that how they say hello in your hometown? Do you also answer questions with questions? She flashes more pearly teeth and chuckles softly to herself. It's a simple question, child. When you swing a tool to end another life, which hand do you use? The thing is, my character uses a two-handed weapon, right? But I guess if you're talking about my dominant hand, of course, my IRL dominant hand is a right hand, like everyone else in the world. Noted. She clears her throat and wipes her blackened hands on the canvas of her smock. I am Lohara, Master of Tempering and Forge Master of Lethian's Crossing. My tasks exceed the hours left in the day, but there is no harm in pausing my work if it means speaking with the Fatebinder. How may I be of assistance? I'm looking for some napping tools and behalf. What do you want to know if I kill with my right hand or left hand? Using left hand is for the devil. The gauntlet is the hardest piece of the panoply, and the most rewarding to work. So many scales, so many different sizes. And then there's the rivets. She slides her thumb and fingers together, shedding flecks of soot and iron dust. I imagine you see a lot of battle in your line of work. One gauntlet is invariably going to wear out before the other. My mind is always thinking on what will need repairs first. It's as simple as that. I'm looking for some napping tools on behalf of Jaspers. Jaspers? None of us have... Are you gonna kill me with your right hand? No. Your left? No. Is it both? Yes. Are you gonna do the Aura thing? Yes. Oh my god. I need to stop. Yes, you do. We both need to stop. Jaspers? None of us ever heard from him in some time. He certainly did his part to create the forge here, but there's little else for a napper to do after setting the foundation. I'm quite certain he was ordered to return home. She grabs an iron ingot and holds it aloft. This, on the other hand, is the vanguard of our work. Our work. My tour of duty ends only when there are no more enemies for my iron to kill. So where'd Jaspers end up? He's nursing a leg injury in a village south of the Gates Judgment. She shakes her head, chuckling to herself. How? A fall? A wolf attack? Doesn't matter, really. No doubt it happened while he was distracted by his own reflection somewhere. That man always was the cleanest work in the forge, and I don't mean that as a compliment. Yeah, that's not a compliment. He also wouldn't be the first to have hardship delay his journey home. I wish him a speedy recovery. Still, it's good to know that he's alive. Did the stone nappers leave behind any of the tools? If so, where might I find them? I have no idea what inventory the stonesmiths kept with them. All of our stoneworkers left some time ago. A few of them meant to return north by ocean travel, which meant first traveling to the southern coastline. I'd imagine they're probably gone by now, but if you need those tools, I can't imagine they had room on the galley to take all the sledgehammers. If I were you, I'd ask around for Cassandra, or since she's likely on a boat home right now, see if some local was drafted to attend to her or hold her stuff. Maybe they inherited some of her excess belongings she couldn't take on the boat. Aside from that, I suppose, in the abstract, I could have someone cast a few chisels and hammers, but if you're looking for tools made by and for the stone experts, I think South Haven is your best bet, short of slogging it back to Fort Resolution. Must be going. Okay, so we got two new places. We got a place near the library where Foive is in. We must kill Foive. And then to the south is we need to find stuff that Cassandra might have left. Acquiring high quality tools is hard. You know, because there's always the craftsmanship, the beauty of it. I'd say, you know, on cases like these, I think, you know, making you could get an Earthshaker, turn him into a 3D printer of stone, and then just make him print out like hammers. And, you know, you could get a pretty decent result out of it. But hey, what do I know? It's not like I'm the Fate Binder, right? It's not like I'm the Will of Tunon, the Archon of Justice. No siree. Why would I be? Alright, let's see. It's in the south, right? So, here we go. South Haven is 2 days away. Phlogiston is 3 days away. Yeah. Ooh! Clouds hang low over the tiers, disgorging a deluge of rain, thunder shaking your bones as lightning arcs across the sky. You press on with your journey with the awareness that weather like this often complicates travel. The road ahead terminates at the next river, which runs fat with rainwater. You see a few wooden posts leaning in the mud, the remnants of the bridge that once spanned this gully. The bulk of the bridge is nowhere to be seen. Bidding at the churning water, your disfavored companion rubs the back of his head. I'd suggest that I walk along the bottom were it not for the damnable need to breathe. Apologies, Fatebinder. My presence here might hinder your options. Attempt control frost. Oh wait, yeah, I am so glad I decided to major in frost, to take a major in frost magic, or rather a minor, but it's fine. Look. Let's go. It finally worked for something other than freezing people every once in a while. The droplets on your hands harden into tiny crystals as your fingers twist into the mystic gestures of frost. The bluish glow of arcane energy builds around you, and you weave it with sweeping movements into the sigil of a long-dead archon. With an open palm, you channel the magic before you and into the flood, and the water immediately rewards you by slowing and solidifying into a span of solid ice that arcs to the far shore. Though the path is slick, you take it carefully and cross without difficulty, the mystic forces you called upon easing the way and clinging to your being. You know, I can really see how this is an Obsidian RPG, right? And I mean that as like a compliment. I can definitely see how this is an Obsidian RPG. Haven't played New Vegas. Not only very verbose, but like taking into account so many things that you could miss simply because you didn't pick like the smallest perk at one point. Right? And that adds to it. That actually adds to making your character actually feel unique. Right? Not just like a guy that happens to freeze water, but like actually putting that into the world. This is actually one of the most choice dense ones. I can see that. They definitely have way more choice in it than... Oh, the Fatebinder. Hello, welcome to South Haven. Definitely, they have more choices than in New Vegas. At least from what I've played of New Vegas. I really need to play New Vegas again. Pacifism in New Vegas severely limited my options. Part of why it's so short compared to the other games. Not complaining, dude. This game is great. I'm loving it. A middle-aged man nods to you, clutching a small apple crate in one arm. A well-worn scrap of parchment pokes out of his bald fist. Charcoal tally marks visible on its exposed surface. Well met, traveler. Sorry, I was counting these out for Hermod and didn't see you coming. Welcome to South Haven. You're the Fatebinder, aren't you? The one that claimed the mountain spire. It's not every day we have such an esteemed visitor. As he awkwardly bows, several apples fall out of the crate and bounce out of his hands, rolling past your feet. Sorry, he sets the container down. Is there something I can do for you? How did this village, What do you do here? Me? Oh, I'm not anyone important, Fatebinder. I never took to a particular trade, and I'm not a man of letters. I just help out where I can. He gestures towards the crates behind him. I count the produce for Hermod. He lets me take a few fruits when I'm done. His words are interrupted by a rhythmic clanging of hammers against metal. He turns to look at its source atop a nearby roof, exposing a gap-toothed grin as he speaks. And of course, the forgeman always need fresh water, so I'll pump it for them from time to time. I'm sure Cassandra appreciates that. Ooh, what do you know about Cassandra? She's incredible. She's no spring chick, but she can split a boulder better than any man in the village. You can tell her apprentices respect her just by the way they look at her. Everyone in the village feels the same way. If she speaks up, we take notice. She is intimidating, though. I wanted to give her a suggestion about some stone arrowheads she fashioned, but she looked really angry when I approached her. She was yelling at one of her students, and another was on fire or something, so my timing was poor. There's lots I'd love to learn from her, but I'm too old to be taken seriously as a candidate. That's all for now. Cassandra up there, huh? Curfew's in effect. No one should be out past curfew, Fatebinder. Apologies. Oh, we're gonna have a little bit of a... Shit. I can't crack my knuckles. I'm sorry, man. Well... we need to learn the art of waiting. Camping is not allowed in this area. What do you mean, though? What do you mean, though? How am I gonna do the art of waiting if I can't? Well, you know. Wait. Ah, you bastards. There has to be a wait button somewhere around here. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Please. Right. Ah, you bastards. I'll be back. I'll just walk back and forth for a while. I don't care. Let's go back to South Haven. Hey, we're back. It's kind of stupid to have a curfew, but it's alright. We're good now, right? I'm looking for Cassandra. Are you Cassandra? Yes. Cassandra, master of kidnapping. A small group of forgebounds stand in confidence around an older grey-haired woman. Blue-tattooed streaks have trailed down from a hairline, coming to rest upon a pair of eyebrows permanently fixed in a severe expression. She grasps a hunk of jasper and strikes it several times with a sharp piece of obsidian. The motion should feel rhythmic as you work the stone, as mundane as breath. His sinewy biceps contract to control the force from each impact, keeping the jasper remarkably still. Listen to your senses. If the shape in your mind doesn't feel inevitable, then you're wasting your strength and my time. Noticing your approach, she halts her demonstration and waves off her apprentices. We'll continue this later. Fatebinder, I'm Cassandra, master of napping. The forgebound present are in my charge. She grants you a perfunctory nod. I know your time is limited, and South Haven too remote for this meeting to be chance. What is it I can do for you? You have hair? I thought all forgebound shaved their heads. She permits a smirk for the briefest of moments. I've shaved my head for nearly every day of my life. I think I've earned a reprieve. She lightly smacks the back of an apprentice's head as he kneels to work. These idiots don't get that luxury. We have these traditions for a reason. If you waded into a forge fire all day, you'd know better than to grow a mop of wicks out of your head. I must take her classes. I really want a forgebound. I wish to be good at napping too. No, No, I really want a forge bound to train me, but not like at forging. I just want a forge bound to train me how to get ripped, because holy shit, every single forge bound has been ripped. And even if they're like they're like deceptively they look deceptively like scrawny and stuff, they're still like ripped. It's like the biggest sleeper build of all time. I need that. I need that in my life. Wait, I thought Jaspers was Master of Napping. Wait, what does your title say, Master of Napping? Jaspers? I thought Officer of the Court would be better informed, Fatebinder. There can only be one Master of Napping at a time. I'm not a corpse yet, despite the wishes of my apprentice, so the title remains with me. So, they grant him a seat in the council, but they didn't grant him the rank of Master. That didn't end well for the other guy. So what rank does Jaspers hold if he's not a master? What are we even talking about, Jaspers? The only title he's fit to wear is Master of Arrogance. He was a dutiful enough student, but I've had the boast he's made to my apprentices in private. He learned quickly, I'll give him that, but he was a long way off from attaining any kind of mastery. It takes at least a decade of consistently impressive work before the guild would allow for the title of master to be bandied about. If I drop dead tomorrow, there are a dozen others more qualified to inherit my title. She lets out a long sigh. Her eyes narrowing as her upper lip twitches. What gave you this notion that Jaspers is the matter of napping? Detail came up, part of an investigation of mine. Can't say nothing more on the matter. If this is true, someone must be informed about... She holds her thought, a clenched fist. If it's true that Jaspers is claiming such things, know that it is a punishable offense in the Forgebound Guild. When you are more at liberty to discuss what you know, please bring this to the Guild's attention. I'm here to retrieve his napping tools. Jasper's tools? What sort of nonsense is this? Good question. I'm starting to suspect I've been duped, and I'm guessing the only tools here are yours. To commemorate my 50 years with the Guild, Zedania made me a tool set of the most exquisite craftsmanship. No, that's what Jasper says in mind. Every time I hear his name in a text, I like this guy less and less. After we left Lethian's Crossing, I noticed the set was incomplete, several key hammers and chisels, one of my best loops all missing. At the time I assumed the fault lay with me. The way to South Haven and wasn't without its troubles, and I assumed I misplaced things during the shuffle. I would never have guessed that Jaspers would steal them from me, from his own master. If my knees were still good for sprinting, I'd chase down that ungrateful wreck and pulverize his skeleton one bone at a time. Her rage seems to vanish with a shrug and a smile. And I suppose making tools is what I do best. Not like I can't replace what is lost, but those tools were a gift, and not even I can fashion sentimentality out of rock. I'm not sure exactly how I can help you with this situation, Fatebinder. Maybe you should make him become indisposed. I misunderstood the situation. The tools are rightfully yours. Again, I'm trying to make... My character might be an asshole sometimes, but this is a legal matter. Arcane of Justice, tools are yours. Thank you, Fatebinder. She visibly relaxes, as do several of her apprentices, who quickly return to their duties. I'm glad we could clear up this misunderstanding, and I'm sorry that one of my own deceived you. As his instructor, I should have spotted the flaw in his scruples. The shame is mine that he was not cleft from a rank sooner. Do you know a man named Captron? Captron? Oh, for fuck's sake! She rolls her eyes and her son lost her composure. A lovesick cove if I ever seen one. He's helpful with hauling and odd jobs, but enough with this endless pining. Not that he's ever experienced love, as best as I can tell. He's well past fathering age, but probably couldn't find a vagina in a brothel. Okay, Cassandra. He mostly keeps his affections to himself, thankfully. He's harmless and always compliant if you yell loudly enough. Do you fancy spineless men? Have at him. Ouch. Captain. Ooh, sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. You were, oof. You were fucking destroyed, man. That was productive. Well, who's up for phlogiston, huh? Maybe phlogiston will be a fun time, you know? Near the burning library, why not? I am petting my cat right now. I'm gonna keep petting the cat right now. I have encountered the burning library. Aside the road ahead, you espy a cart. The vehicle is abandoned with one wheel broken free of its axle. Several crates and sacks remain piled on the small wagon, while a pair of boxes rest in the grass beside it. Let's approach the cart. As you approach, you see that the cart boasts 4 wheels, or did before the loss of the back left one, and a long leather tag and a harness for a beastman hauler. One of the crates that fell to the ground broke open along its edge, and fruits have spilled out onto the ground. Let's examine that. You immediately notice the sundered hauler harness, likely the result of a bladed weapon. The broken wheel, too, appears less the consequence of accident than human endeavor. The spattering of dark, dried blood across the board cinches your suspicions that this cart came under attack. Yet the goods remain. Yep. You draw your weapon and enter the defensive crouch, peering towards the tree line in expectation of an ambush. Surely enough, you make out flickers of movement through the brush. The initiative is yours. Leaving the cart behind, you crash into the underbrush, driving your assault to the tearsmen in battered leathers and mismatched bronze, who mistakenly believed that they could get the drop on you. Very, yeah. I couldn't get the cart stuff though. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Now we're going. I know there's already like the exact save here, but I don't care. I like doing my own saves. Anyways.
I am a shield wall unto myself.
Lancy, what are you doing? You're supposed to go. You're supposed to cast Greater Renewal. Where am I? There I am.
Right.
I love
Pity you won't enjoy this as much as I do.
Oh my god, who the hell are you? Lantry, deal with that bitch.
Consider it done.
Actually, Verse, deal with that bitch.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
There you go. That was a hit and a half. Okay. Now, the wool. Drop the wool.
As you command. Wisdom is finally catching up to my age.
Right. Come on. Almost got him.
Think they can hit me.
Oh, Fatebinder, you're about to die. It doesn't matter though.
The Fatebinder needs help.
No, he's fine. We're all fine. Look, Lantry killed him. Lantry actually did it. Lantry killed the last guy. I'm so
Well, dude.
proud of you, Lantry. You've actually done it. You've actually done it. Nightfall cask, another heavy armor. Potion of revival. Who has them? Who has the potions? Oh, no one has a potion of revival. Okay. Eh. Yeah. And whoa. Well, okay, let's get that on, let's get that on you, Lantry. I wonder how you look with that. Oh, no, no, keep it off. There. Cool helmet. So far, and I may jinx it by saying this, but so far in this entire stream, I haven't seen a fight that's been tough on me. Which does terrify me, because this place does not look friendly at all. Eco or otherwise. Skinner? Oh, come closer, chum. The soldier twirls his axe as he calls out to you. Ah, Fatebinder Raven. Welcome. I hope you're prepared for some mouth-watering hamburgers. I thought we were having steamed clams. Oh no, I said steamed hams. Let's have a good look at you. The chorus warrior scans you from head to toe, twirling his axe and puffing up his chest as he looks you over. The boss said we're only free to kill this favorite, but if you come here for a fight, I'm sure we can oblige. So what brings you to this shit stain of a village? I'm here for a sage named Foiv. I do love steamed hams. You could be in luck. We've captured a few that were lurking in the area, but I didn't pay attention to the names. When you're trying to interrogate them, details like that feel so secondary. You should talk to the boss about them. Who's in charge? That would be Crass Gallia. She's the one always looking like she's having a shittier time than everyone else. Look for the blood chanter on the rooftop north of here. No doubt she's contemplated where not our problems can be solved with, oh, I don't know, fire? Thank you, Skinner. Thank you, Skinner. You know, Skinner, you're an odd fellow, but I must say, you steam a good ham. A tall, heavily scarred blood chanter stands before 3 bound and bloodied sages. She raises her palm, bright orange with an unnatural heat, and presses it to one of the captive's eyes. His agonized screams blend together with the hiss of cooking flesh, ending only after he slumps over, passed out. She hears you approach and turns around, panting slightly from exertion. Carries his feet at Merkin, a fate-winder out here of all places. She winces briefly, patting a tightly worn bandage covering her ribs. I know the boys of Nrad want you eviscerated hard, but I have no interest in trying to collect. Not when we have work to do. I'd prefer my gang save our strength to fight the disfavored, so keep your weapons lowered and we'll do the same. So what do you want? I need to speak with the sages. Fat chance, Fatebinder. I respect your rights as Tunan's lapdog up to a point. She jabs a finger at a shivering blood-stained sage. Your title is the only thing that separates you from these traitors. Nerd will drive a spike up my ass if he learns that I let you talk to them, so no fucking way. I can take up my aggression on the sages, or you have a preference? She grips his staff tightly and studies you intently. Well shit, if you had asked so nicely in the beginning, we could have saved a lot of time. She turns and delivers a vicious kick to Foiv's ribs. Have at her. What the fuck do I care? Fatebinder, she's all yours. Let's see if you can do better than my men. They've all had a go at Foiv. Probably to see who can get that bookworm to say anything of worth first. Well, I'll be going. Another interrogator. Injured and restrained, the middle-aged woman manages a weak smile between swollen and blood-caked lips. Though cuts and burns run the length of her body, her quiet composure grants her a surprising measure of dignity. Apologies if I'm running short on screams, she chuckles, wincing from some unknown pain. Ah, Sage 4, you're looking like you're staying active? Oh, for the love of... Why am I not surprised to see the Overlord's most loyal fanatic on the side of my captors? Who's your friend? Sage 4 and I go back a ways, though we rarely worked together back in the day. She and I didn't see eye to eye on many things, such as the... Marching to Kaiser's drumbeat already. Was this the arrangement? You preach surrender to the sages and Kaiser's minions treat you like a kept pet? You want to tell her Wagstaff wants her dead, or shall I? If Wagstaff sent you, a bloody cough, I'll attempt to speak firmly. There's little to discuss. You don't seem too surprised that Wagstaff sent me. We didn't part amicably, and the man holds grudges like no other. Part of me expected he'd hire some miscreant to delve up copious fustigation. Tell me, did he ask you to bring anything back with you after the deed? An eye at hope, perchance? He asked me to bring back whatever you were carrying. Then it's as I suspected. He wants my writings. He's too late. Perhaps this is the upside of all my scrolls going up in flames. Is it me, or is this game's grammar getting less and less proofread as I keep playing? That trenchant-mouthed water-whirler can have them. What's the story with you and Wagstaff? Figured even you Northerners know how the School of Ink and Quill and the Tidecasters hate each other. Wagstaff was the enemy. The Kyrus' minions showed up. Want the details? We were friends and rivals, then just rivals. Did you come all this way to interrogate me about such gossip? I already know the unmentionables. He spared a few details. I want your side of this story. That loose-lipped beast-rotten pig! Fucker couldn't hop in the flotilla with the rest of those briny cowards. Yes, we had a relationship, as physically as stimulating as it was mentally exhausting. Okay, maybe not, maybe too many details. It was a tryst that spanned decades. Our schools forbade any such baiting, and common sense did so as well, but the danger only made it more intoxicating. What did you gain from your collaboration with Wagstaff? A plethora of volatile emotions and coitus-driven reconciliation. Please stop with that. You'll pardon my candor. She shakes her head, wincing in pain. It is a bit strange to recall such things while festooned with bruises. Again, pardon the candor. My mistake. I'm merely assuming you two work together, as I can't imagine Wagstaff discovered all that he told me about by himself. Her lights light up, and for a moment it seems the fatigue of repeated interrogations lift from her face. That lousy prick. His discoveries. Together he and I discovered something special. His understanding of occulted jades, magic, and my knack for expressions. It all came together when we pulled our rings to purchase a text copied from the forge-bound. But we could not come forward with our findings, as neither would be rewarded for our discoveries, but rather punished for our collaborations. So our findings, like our thrusts, had to remain a private matter. Tell me about this discovery of yours. Oh, just some refinements to existing theories of water magic, revelatory in the academician sense, meaningless to a adventuresome, practical sort like yourself. So did you stumble upon some undiscovered accent or some new arcane power? I assure you such matters are not beneath me. I can't help you. The writings went where they were supposed to be, and I couldn't rewrite it from memory. The knowledge is as good as gone. I tire of these no-nonsense. Oh, okay, maybe not that hard. You smash your fist against the mouth, snapping your head backwards. Enough, no more. I'll speak if that stays your hand. Between his understanding of fluid forms, my understanding of preservation magic, and our pitiful forge-bound text, we sort bumped into a most curious discovery. We pioneered an expression that affects the transition of metal from molten state back to solid. We called it aqueous metallurgy, though I think the name is loftier than any practical applications that came of our work. Coming forward with our research presented problems, but then the war broke out. There became larger concerns for all involved. I hid what I thought was the only copy of our work, but it was claimed by fire, stolen by a looter who got here first. And where did you stash writing on aqueous metallurgy? It was here in this village, but someone found it before. No more playing coy, it's still here. How about this? If you kill my captors and swear by Kyrus that I walk out of here alive, I'll tell you where it's hidden. Honestly, I was coming in here ready to kill Foib, but much like the Jaspers guy, Wagstaff is also kind of an asshole. So yeah, consider them dead. Swear by Kairos that I shall leave this place alive, or you will have naught but silence from me. You'll leave this place alive. But it quickly turns to face you, but says nothing. An acceptable arrangement for both of us, then. You'll have what you want upon your return. Barrick isn't happy with anything I do. Barrick does not like how I break the law. Barrick, you are my friend, and you are the best of all of us. You can single-handedly defeat an entire wave of enemies while we are dead. I love you, Barrick. You are amazing. But I am glad that you decided to shut up on this one. No, guys. Get here. Actually, Vedic, deal with Kalia. No, that's fine. Alright. Lunchy, you might want to heal yourself.
They won't even get close.
Alright, Lunchy, do the thing.
My signal.
Did I always have this much blood?
There you go. We're good. Vish, if you could deal with
No dice.
that Scarlet Fury. Thank you. Lantry, you just do something, I don't know. Oh, yeah, send this one to the pit. That didn't work. Lantry, you failed. Kraskali is almost dead. And there you go, we're fine.
Fall before me!
Get back here! I can't take much more of this.
Bleed out, you little shit!
Alright, there we go.
I'll do it for the North.
Disengage for a bit, like burst, let the other... Okay, just kill him, yeah. Come on.
Harsh words would cause more harm than this useless weapon.
Come on.
Fall before me!
Hey. Back to normal, eh? Let's see, Verse, how about I give you some more health? And let's, Weapon, increase the weapon damage while dual wielding. No, yeah, that's good. She's always dual wielding for me, so. Alright, Foiv, you little shit. You're back. Have you managed to secure freedom? Need to ask you some questions. Oh, shit. Okay, fine. Cores are no more. Sage looks momentarily dazed. I can scarcely believe this, Fatebinder, that we could ever be free of the chorus and that you would ever help us. As far as I'm concerned, they're both minor miracles. Thank you. Thank you for my life, though feel free to spread the word that I'm a corpse. Life might be easy that way. As for my writings, there is a smashed chest to the southwest, hidden between a burnt tree and the carcass of a wagon. Safe travels. Alright, hey, nice boots. Nice boots. Hey, nice boots. Hey. Okay. Come on, Fatebinder, time to rock out in style. There you go. Hey, we got some nice boots over here. Ooh, that dude got some boots. Let's go.
Just point me in the right direction.
Well, she said something about southwest to here. Might this be it?
On the lookout.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I see it on the map up there.
You didn't see nothing.
Can't do that.
Where is the bastard? I see it on the map. It's driving me nuts. If only I could actually, like, expand the map so I could see a bit more clearly. I see you, bastard. I see you, bastard.
Sorry, can't.
Where are you? Where are you, you motherfucker? I see the icon. It's driving me insane.
Sorry, can't.
Stop sorry canting me.
Can't do that.
Oh, wait. Oh my god, that's so friggin' small. There you go. Now we can go back to the bastards. Yeah. At least I found it. Well, we're going back to Bastard's Wound. Might finish after that. Leave the breach into Sentinel stand for another stream. We'll see. I need to like set up not now, but I need to like set up a long stream of this game one day so I can actually, you know, finish it. Because as much as I love it, I think this and Rain World, I've been playing those two games for half a year now. I need to move on. Speaking of which, keep saying this game is short. It's actually pretty long. Yeah, it's short for the genre standards, but it is 20 hours is yeah. The old man regards you as you approach. Fatebinder, what else do you want of me? News regarding Foiv. Yeah, well, out with it then. What happened? Here's the tome of Accius metallurgy you were really after. You found it. Excellent. Wagstaff snatches the tome with eager hands. I fear this knowledge was lost for all time. Thank you. I assume that deed is done, I trust. Foiv is no more. She's dead, as requested. The old man nods slowly, closing his eyes in thought as he lets out a long sigh. Then it is done. Thank you. Fatebinder, I thought your arrival would lead us to ruin, but instead you have blessed us with your service. You have my thanks. There is more I wish to discuss, but my agents tell me you are working with Jaspers. Should you conclude your business with that self-serving stun son of a bitch, come speak with me, and we'll discuss matters further. What do you mean quest updated? What do you mean quest updated, not quest completed? There you go, there you go, there you go. Good, good, good. I'm pretty sure I've also played a fair more than than just the, the minimum 20 hours that this game is. I've done a lot of side content, I'd like to think. Which I've done because I enjoy this game. I really do. This is one of the only games of this type that I really do enjoy. It's insane. Ah, Fatebinder, you've returned. Was there something else you needed? I decided not to take back your tools. Smile vanishes as quickly replaced with a mask of carefully suppressed rage. Fatebinder, that news is beyond displeasing to me. I thought the tools made for a modest request. I don't see a way for us to forge on ahead. He slams his sledgehammer into an nearby rock, pulverizing it beyond any use. If you'll excuse me, Fatebinder, the settlers have needs I must attend to. Yeah.
Can't do that.
You're a son of a bitch. Alright. Probably not gonna do the Chronicle stuff. He really did decide to throw a tantrum. He really is an asshole. He's like so entitled. Like, he knows we caught him lying about his tools, and now he's like, oh, no, but it's, Fatebinder, I do real job here. I do work for people here, It's like, shut up, shut the fuck up. I might be evil, but that guy's a dickhead. After a few hours of difficult travel through an area with dense undergrowth, you happen upon a small stream where you can fill your water skins and wash the sweat from your brow. Nearby, you spot a large corpse of narrow trees with leaf-bearing vines coiling around their trunks. As the vines snake upward, dozens of thin yellowish-green stems spring forth along the plant's cane. Some of them stiff and upright, others drooping downward like long hairs. At the end of these stems, an explosion of bright orange berries radiates outward, ripe and abundant. To your eye, they appear to be bristleberries. They're a very distinctive fruit, nutritious and energizing. They're also, unfortunately, exceedingly similar in appearance to bristlebane, a berry that is tolerated by beastmen and animals, but rather toxic to humans. Delectable tea or deadly poison? The leaves extending from the main vine are bright green and lobed, with edges resembling undulating heels. This matches an old saying you recall about the berries. Leaves like hills, safe from chills. Leaves like rain, unending pain. You test your skin. I'll eat them. Eating only a single cluster. Okay, good. Whew, we got a boon. Woo, nice. Leaves like hills, safe from chills. Leaves like rain, unending pain. I wonder if that's an actual, thing. Like for another type of berries. Fight to the inner keep. No, I do not think so, Mr. Reven. We will not be doing that. We will do that another day. Sounds like a thing a Boy Scout might say, yeah. Alright, hey. It's good to be back. Enjoy that, definitely. Glad to be back to normal. I will be streaming again tomorrow. Yeah. Look at that. See, we played almost 20 hours of this game already, and we're definitely not nearly done. I might start rushing through the campaign and do like a big stream for it. We'll see about it. For now, I'll see you tomorrow. I will be doing maybe Crypt of the Necrodancer. I don't know if I want to do Roguelite Night again so shortly. So I might just as well do Rainworld, which I have to talk about Rainworld real quick. Next Rainworld stream might be the last one I do, even if I don't finish the game. Because what I've learned of what you have to do to finish that last campaign is a bit too tedious for me to do, especially on a stream. I will try my best. I do not promise anything. So yeah. And after that, after I finish Rainworld, we'll finally be able to move on to Ghost Runner, which has taken so long for me to actually play that in between me announcing I was going to play Ghost Runner and me actually playing Ghost Runner, the second game came out. Anyways, other than that, yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, funny. And then we can finally announce a new cycle of games. I already have planned out what I want to do, so we'll check that out. Let's see. That should be it. Well, see you guys. At least Mirror's Edge cycle was short. Yeah, at least. Now that one was real. That one was real short. But yeah, okay. Just see you guys. Have a nice night. Have a nice sleep. I'll try to have one too. Bye bye.